Good morning. It's your girl Wing. Don't forget that ED on the end. I want to shout out first and foremost to my Breakdown family. Salute to Ange, Av, Jay Banks, Chris Petty, my Crown Royal Slipper brother, Shy Brown. And you know what? The last vlog, I completely forgot our extended family, the battle rap movement. Shout out to Darian. He shows us much love and the whole movement there. Of course, the Wing brand, the Breakdown Radio Show, Facebook group. Shout out to everybody. So listen, um, I have been really pondering for the last couple of weeks. I've really been pondering, really getting into this topic. And I know for some men, it's whatever. Basically it's ass and tits for y'all. Some of them, discrediting. Yes, I am talking about female battle rap. Yes. Listen, they are here to stay, no matter how you slice it or dice it. So we got to get into this. You cannot discredit women again. We're going to get into that, but you cannot discredit women of this culture that work just as hard as the dudes do in order to perfect the craft, in order to get on that stage or whatever you want to call it. But I got a little spin for y'all. The way I want to present this blog is not necessarily trying to debunk people's claims of female battle rap is dead. My personal opinion, it is not dead. It can't be dead. So we're going to get into it. And yes, you may hear the tinging from my computer. It is on. Shout out to Superior Entertainment. They have put out a fire card. And it came right after the Queen of the Ring brand, Debo and Babs and Vague. They had a blog that they put out. Or 15 Minutes of Fame, I'm sorry, put out a blog in regard to this. But you know what? We will touch on that. We may not. But at the end of the day, let's get into some facts, because my biggest thing with a lot of and it's not even just male battle rap. Female battle rap. It's male battle rap too. A lot of fans. We have a lot of new fans that have come into this culture. For a lot of y'all that may not realize it, Wing has been here for a little minute. I know my shit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit though. Just a little bit. But I've been here for a while. I haven't always been, of course, under my entertainment name, but I've been here for a little minute. And I will tell you, some of obviously we all know the legendary battle, Lady Luck and Remy Ma. You had Luck and Reese Steele, but after the Fight Club era, let me start here, because like I said, it's a lot that I want to talk about, but I don't want to oversaturate and I don't want to just stay on it forever. But I just really want to put my perspective on this and just kind of, make people understand. I understand what we're looking at right now. We have battle rap fans collectively, and we have a brand. It intertwines, but it's not even just a problem that we have in female battle rap. It's a problem that we have in battle rap, period. Because people don't really know battlers until they are actually on the main platforms. And that's okay. It is what it is. Some people do need that. Some people don't. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't even know Official until Official hit Spit That Heat. And that's understandable. But Official had been battling on TCBL and NOBL and HBC for a long time, and all those abbreviations you may not know. That's Texas. I forgot what the C meant, but I think it's Texas College Battle League. I know they were at a university battling where she was killing niggas. And I've said that a lot when I was on Angry Fan. That was something that I spoke about a lot when it came to Official. Then after NOBL is New Orleans Battle League, and then HBC is is it HB? Yeah, Houston Barcode. I'm so sorry. Shout out Beretta and Scotty. So listen, like I said, it's a lot of battlers, female battlers, that may need a bigger platform in order for them to succeed. Queen of the Ring is a brand of itself, and they definitely capitalize on a niche market of female battlers, whereas you had a collective of female battlers in different places. Um, I feel like female battle rap I won't say female battle rap, excuse me. For the perception of female battle rap may be that it's dying because we are looking from the brand perspective. But let me ask a question. How many of you are actually watching battles from these females, the mid tier to up and coming on up to the top tiers when they go battle other places? I know we're watching, like I said before, as far as the cartel, I know that we're watching cartel battles when they have intergender battles or even female battles, and maybe RVE, a few places other places that we may go. But female battle rap can never die. It can never die. That's just as well as we're saying, hey, URL or King of the Dot or RBE. Well, I can't even say RBE because they haven't really given us any lackluster, completely lackluster events. So I can't say that with them. But I could probably say, when Grind Time fell off, or when Don't Flop just chose to, cease in existence. Those are things that you would consider falling off or losing momentum. That's when you have to reinvent the brands or whatever else. But in reinventing the brand, do you stop following these people? Seriously. A lot of people, even like I said, this is male battlers included. So although we can't just take the female battle rap, I guess, culture and say, oh, they just stopped. They just ceased to exist because it's not on the platform. And again, shout out to Queen of the Ring, because I can't take anything from them. They did a service for female battle raps to be able to put them on. And although, I saw the blogs and I've seen the cattiness, and, there's mixed emotions about what Queen of the Ring has done and is continuing to do for females and female battle rap. But at the end of the day, they were and still are a pillar in battle rap where, for a new fan that may not know exactly where to find females in battle rap, you can go right there and find what you need to find. But what are you doing after that? Is it just the brand that you're watching, or are you actually fans of these females? And ladies, I love you to death. But at the end of the day, I'm going to get to you guys too, because you guys play a part in it as well. And it ain't just, again, like I said, I've seen the reception from the interview that Queen of the Ring did, but some of the, I won't say blame, but some of the lack of lack of responsibility does fall on you too. Anyway, so let's get into this. So, of course, like I said, with the Fight Club era, you had a time where, those were the first female battles. You never really thought that female battle rap would become a sport, or that females would be involved. Females have always been involved, whether they were in the stands or part of the organization or whatever. Do you think we're just here because well, some of us are, but you know what I mean? Do you think we're just here to be here? Some of us really love this shit. We really do. Excuse my French. I'm trying not to curse so much. But anyway, as I was saying, let's get into this. So after Fight Club, I'm not sure how many people realize that, female battle rap actually evolved. It really did evolve. And again, taking off with Queen of the Ring, where it just skyrocketed from there. So you had Grind Time. The Grind Time era actually, there were several girls who you then saw on King of the Ring and in other places that came from the Grind Time era that a lot of you probably didn't really know that this is where they came from. And y'all know I got my memory is shot, so I have to write everything down. But at the end of the day, most of you may know you had QB, you had Gaddis, you had our godmother Sarah Connor. You know what I mean? You had these three women that were definitely the founding mothers of female battle rap outside of Remy and Luck and Reese. You know what I mean? You had the legendary battles where you had Gaddis and Sarah Connor, who battled twice. You know what I mean? You had Sarah Connor, who called out Reese Steele and Lady Luck. I really don't know how you guys don't know these things if you don't. But hey, if I'm the historian to give you that information, go check it out. Grind Time still has a channel. Google that. You ain't even got to Google. Go on YouTube. It's there. You know what I mean? Although this was 10 years ago, I mean, they have been doing intergender battles. I mean, you had, well, everybody should know, you had QB and Swave, who had been a tag team for a minute. You know what I mean? They were the intergender tag team who battled D-Rec and Gaddis. I mean, that is something that a lot of you should know. You know what I mean? So even with that, you had O'Blimey, which she fell off from battle rap a little while ago because she was more of an artist. She's from the Bay Area. White girl, she had swag. She had a little swag or whatever. And I mean, at the time, the girl can rap. She's fire. You know what I mean? And she's a great battler too. She battled on Grind Time, actually. She battled Precise. Precise is on Grind Time. Ema X was on Grind Time. 40 Bars, one of her first male battles, was on Grind Time. I know that I'm missing somebody. Looney Divine battled, I believe it was Gaddis, on Grind Time as well. But again, I know that this was 10 years ago. This was more like, I believe, 08, 09 or whatever. So right after 08, 09, you know, like, female battle rap really didn't have anywhere to go. So at that time, there may be, I'm sure there's plenty of off-camera battles that occurred, but right around that corner, not about a year and a half, maybe 2 years later or so, 2 or 3 years later, you had Queen of the Ring that came into fruition. So you had Sarah Connor judging sparring sessions. You had Goods over there judging sparring sessions. I mean, it was huge. I mean, their sparring sessions were lit. I mean, that's when a lot of people, you know, they had a starting lineup. I mean, seriously. Well, the sparring session started, I think, in 2011. But, I mean, you know, at that time, they started off kind of low in numbers. But, I mean, even then, once they established a YouTube channel, I mean, they started off early within the year doing tens of thousands of views, you know. So they had already had a following, you know. They had a starting lineup of well over, I would say, maybe 15-20 girls that came in. So this is where our sparers, our Shunies, you know, Tori Doe, Jazz, Rain, Duchess, Matrimony, Star Smiles, K Prophet, Don Lady, E Hard, Hustle, Misfit, Norma Banks. Ema X ended up over there too, early on. Gaddis, of course, did too. I think Gaddis was a little later because she really wasn't, you know, Gaddis was kind of doing her own thing at the time. You had Lex Bengal, you had Shayna Ashley, and I am missing a few other girls from that time frame, but these are the ones, and I'm going to get to why I mentioned them more so than anybody else. But these are the ones that that kept the brand going at the time. You know, they had enough matches at the time where you were able to build on that, you know. So then they started the sparring sessions, and with the sparring sessions, you had a lot of girls that hit that platform running. You know, you had your 40 Bars, of course, your Miss Mercs. Queen was in there around that time, and Queen, salute to you, because I totally forgot your name. That was just off the top. You have, but as far as girls that came in, you had the Jada Rays, you had Bonnie, Chrissy Yamaguchi, D Hall. Oh, I wish she would come back. Precise as well, and Dwella. And again, a host of other girls. Jay Smooth, and damn, it's one other person that I'm thinking, and I can't even think of her name right now. I'm so mad about that. But again, just as history, I recall, you know what I mean? You had a lot of girls that came in around that time. So the squad that they had, like I said, it was a lot bigger. The squad that they had, again, a 6-year run for Queen of the Ring before they really had to start to bring in newer girls to the platform. Oh, Couture. That, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Couture. I forgot about Couture too. But again, you had a massive squad that girls from all over. Now, initially the starting girls that I spoke about, a lot, you know, all of them obviously from the East Coast, but a lot of these other girls were coming from all over. So it was really good to have them. Now, like you as a fan, I don't feel like the new girls that are coming in are doing as much. I won't say skill level, that they're not all there, but it's all about relevancy. It's definitely all about relevancy and how you place yourself in positions. And I'm sorry, ladies, tits and ass is not going to do it. Okay? Tits and ass is not going to do it. The way the Farrah, and you got the Fab Five out here right now booking battles everywhere. You know what I mean? They're working. They've always been. You had Farrah and Shuni getting bodied, sorry ladies, getting bodied by Hitman Holla. You know what I mean? You had certain aspects of battle rap. They're there. They're out there. They're doing things. We're not getting that so much. And I'm fast forwarding to now because, again, like I said, with the ladies that I've named, just off the rip, you can imagine, as we've seen, the battles that can come out of that. Now, this is by the third, and official. I think official did come in around that time with 40 and Jada Ray and them. So, but of course, I've already said all that. With official, we know, obviously, Queen of the Ring. But, with those battles that they were able to do, again, I go back to say I have 2 points in making as far as the brand and as far as being a brand fan and an actual fan of battle rap. Because there's no way that you can say, again, that female battle rap is dying when female battle rap is in demand. And if it weren't, we wouldn't see the female battles that we have right now. Not to say that all of them are great, but they would not, you don't have 1 and 2 battles that are stopping the show for another female battle or intergender battle to happen. It really, with a lot of the girls that came in after the originals, a lot of those girls came in battling guys. So the intergender part of it had already been there for them. The seasoning part of it had already been there. I think the most that they lack is the fact that they haven't, the beginning girls hadn't battled a whole bunch of men, at least not on cam. So the being able to gain attributes was a bigger deal for them, and they're doing that now. Like they're branching out and they're doing that. So the possibilities for female battle rap never die. It can't, because there's so much more that they have that they can do outside of the brand. If the brand has ceased to kind of operate or kind of, at a standstill, there's always room for them to do other things, just like the guys are. So how is female battle rap dying is my point. You have E Hart that's had 2 battles, 4, I believe 4 battles that she's had back to back. I mean, I don't know, did y'all not see Moon and E Hart? Did y'all not see I think it was Young B More and E Hart? I mean, fire friggin' battles. I'm not really sure where where it comes from, I guess. I know we say things and we, I guess we go with what the popular perception is. When to me that can't be a popular perception, or it's not an accurate perception if you're a fan of battle rap, because plenty of these girls are still obviously battling. I mean, you had Don Lady, you just had Don Lady, Farrah, and Shuni down again in Houston. Shit, Shuni had a battle with Lady J out there in Houston back in December. You know what? Damn, was that December? No, it was August. I was there. Farrah and Scotty battled. You know what I mean? And they did. I mean, it was fun. I love that battle. You had Beretta and Shuni. I'm sorry, that's what it was. You had Beretta and Shuni that battled in December. You had 40 and Cheddar that, you know, that was a battle that basically put Cheddar in a place where, you know, basically she's now evolved. But how many of y'all are watching Cheddar battle anywhere else? If you're a fan, now that you're a fan of hers, you're a fan of battle rap, how many times have you watched her battle outside of that battle? You had Shayna and Tia S. I think it was on that same card with 40 and Cheddar. How many times have you watched Tia? Now, Tia is from the East. Tia is a beast. Her and Beretta have battled. Those are two of my favorite girls. And Beretta, we won't even get into that, because Beretta came after Beretta, Casey, and Robin Rhines all kind of went boom, boom, boom. Beretta came at a time where, you know, I think it was more so about the fact that Official was kind of getting the main stage welcoming, and they kind of mimic each other's styles as punchers. But Beretta is fire, you know what I mean? And she really has not gained her feet on the Queen of the Ring platform, but she constantly battles, and she constantly battles guys. But I don't really hear that name much. You know, Tony, matter of fact, Tony Blanco and Lady Stacks from IMBL, and Tony Blanco, of course, from Queen of the Ring, they just recently battled. How many battles are you watching from IMBL with Lady Stacks? And how many battles have you watched with Tony from Queen of the Ring? Cheddar and Falls was a fire battle. That was on Trap. I believe Trap, New York. Again, female battle rap can't be dying. I understand the premise because it's not Queen of the Ring. But if we are battle rap fans, listen, I watch everything. As you know, not as much as I used to be able to, but I watch everything. I don't like the bullshit that we have in battle rap that kind of supersedes. Like, we had a whole bunch of other stuff that happened last week. And again, I don't get into all that, but that happened, I think, last week, or still happening, or whatever. You know, of course, and then we had the T-Top situation. That'll be another vlog. But we had the T-Top situation. But ultimately, outside of the T-Top situation, we had other stuff that just drama-filled that was going on that, well, I mean, hell, we had just seen, Top and JC had just dropped. And, of course, I know that situation came by way of that. So, you know, whatever. But it was some other drama that unfolded that totally took away from the fact that y'all had just seen that battle. Some of y'all, you know, you didn't pay for the pay-per-view, and you may have gotten the bootleg, but you always want to see the edited version. I mean, seriously. And it totally took steam away from that battle. But the point that I'm making with that is the fact that how we don't, you know, we don't take the time out to research. You know what I mean? We never have. And I know this because we don't do it with male battles. We damn sure ain't gonna do it with females. Meaning, not me, but most of y'all are not gonna do that with females. The believability factor, whatever makes it to where you feel that female battle rap is less equal than male battle rap. I don't understand why, when you've had females, I mean, Moon and let me listen. Go check out E Hart and Young B More. Fire battle, okay? Just go watch it. Thank me later. Hashtag it. Thank you, Wing. And we're fine. Fire battle. Fire intergender battle. Fire. The E Hart, you have to give her credit. And I know a lot of you do. I know that you do. You feel like, you know, there are some females with the whole ghostwriting perception. You know, it's hard to believe who's writing that. And the first thing that you think about is, okay, well, she couldn't have written that. She's not that fire. But why? How? I understand. We had a lot of that. You just haven't had as men do it too. You just haven't had as many men exposed as you do women. But at the end of the day, we like what we like. If you like bars and you're a fan of battle rap, I just don't even understand what the excuse is. But again, that's just me. Again, But like I said, there's so many other battles. That's what it was. E-Heart and Fly King Eye. It was Fly King Eye, Bad News, Moon, Bad News, Moon, and the B, Young B More. Um, you know, and like I said, I mean, regardless of how you may want to feel about it, I mean, Bonnie had been holding it down for a while. Yes, she has been exposed, but at the end of the day, she had been holding it down on King of the Dot for, you know, for a little minute and trying to usher in, you know, women in battle rap, her colleagues or her, you know, in battle rap. You just had the the DBLABG 2 event that just happened. We were introduced to Coffee Brown and the other battle females that are battling that will come out. I know that QB and I believe E-Heart just went out to Cleveland, Chedda's home league, and then you had a few others. You know what? Like I said, my mind is actually you know, everywhere else. I just got off of work, but I wanted to do this vlog because, like I said, I've been wanting to do it for a while, and it vexed my soul to really just feel like, oh, and shout out to C, Superior Entertainment. They just, you know, where, like I said, every time we want to say that female battle rap is this or female battle rap is that, something happens. They have a fire card that just came out, and I'm gonna do my predictions. That's gonna be another blog, but they had a fire card that comes out, that, you know, that came out, that these matches, you know, I'm hearing this is a Queen in the Ring card, you know, whatever. And I understand why we feel that way. I definitely understand that why we feel that way. But let me ask a question. I understand that the brand would prefer for these matches or for certain matches to be with the brand. But if for whatever reason that doesn't happen, does that mean that we shouldn't patronize? Because at the end of the day, we're fans of the brand, but we are also fans of these battlers, which means that we support what they do when they do, right? Is the way I'm looking at it. So this card is great. This card is absolutely great. And you know, that's the way I look at it. I don't like the fact that we nitpick and we look at everything so black and white and not in between, and see the gray areas that, you know, it's just like we're conditioned to once one person says something, that's the holy grail, and that's not the case at all. It's research to be done. Again, if you are a true fan of battle rap, this is stuff that you know. I mean, for real. This is definitely stuff that you should know. Don't be a fair weather fan is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like what you like. Ain't nobody mad at that. But the statement that's made, that's debunked. It's absolutely debunked. Don't nitpick. For a lot of men, you nitpick different things. And like I said, this blog I've been wanting to put it out for a long time, but there were certain things that I was trying to find before I did that. And I wanted to bring it out around the time that the whole scrutiny behind Jade, when she battled Diesel in Richmond. And I know that there were a lot of blogs that came out about it, and it's kind of old now because that battle is out. But let me just explain something to you. Again, here's the fan perspective, and here's when you really know what you're talking about. Everybody has a bad day, okay? I don't know if it's because she's female that she got more flack, and oh, this was her opportunity, and this was this, and this was that. Do y'all not realize that Jade has had more than one PG? Or has been on that platform before? Did y'all not realize that she's had other battles that she's done great in? This is not her in all be all opportunity to make it work. No, it's not. What happened is what happened. And what I know happened, because I was told what happened, it would have happened to anyone. Nobody would have got on that stage after the information she received. So I'm not making excuses for her, but I am saying that shit happens, and we're not always gonna be able to perform. But I applaud her for even getting on the stage, because had it been me, there wouldn't have been a battle. Diesel has been sitting for a while, and she took time out of her life. You know, she's shout out to Diesel, because she's expecting, but she goes to school, and she took a lot of time to prep for this battle. So, you know, Jade, I applaud her sportsmanship, if nothing else, definitely, for even trying. You know, after the news that she got. So, you know, I just wanted to say my piece on that, because it really infuriated me, because again, people with lack of knowledge about different things shouldn't speak on shit that they don't know. But anyway, as I was saying, so if you want to really know, like I said, the potential that either one of them have, right when all this controversy had been going on, she actually had a battle that dropped on 3BL with her and Lady Flames, and that battle was fire. Go check it out. Go check it out. I feel like if you can put that much energy into negativity, you should, because you actually are a fan, and this is why the critique happens, you should go and find the positive to counter that negativity, so that we're all informed fans. That's just the way I see it. Or you just with the shit. It is what it is. You know, be who you are. Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you, just from a well-rounded perspective of how we should look at things as fans. You know, again, it's not my way. It's just, I mean, if you're a fan of something, this is what you do. Men, women that are enthusiasts in basketball, football, or any other sport that you know your facts before you get to talking. And that's just all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's not, Jade is very underrated in my opinion. And you know what? I'm not even going to front. I had never seen a Lady Flames battle. I will be the first to tell you that. And I'm very impressed. I will, at least with her writing with Jade. And I'm going to tell you, you got to step your pen up when you write for Jade. You know what I mean? Fendi is another one that is slept on. There's an onslaught of girls that I could speak on, that a lot of you probably are going to draw blanks because you have not watched a battle of theirs. And again, I get it. I absolutely get it. You got Cedar Bosch, you got Nina Cruzet, you know, you got a lot of them. C3, one of my favorites. I will be glad when she decides to come back, you know, whatnot, and she's probably waiting on the brand, and that's fine too. But the ones that we don't know. Now, ladies, here's your turn, and I'm at 30 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. You got to do more. As we spoke about all the girls that I've named that have been here, do we realize that Farrah Shuni, Don Lady, Jazz is everywhere. But again, Jazz is a great example for being in battle rap and not having to battle as consistently as some of the other girls do, but has a crazy following. But relevance is what is required. Tits and ass is not getting relevance. You know, I look at different views and stuff as far as when girls are on different shows and whatnot to be interviewed. Even, you know, when I was with AFM or AFR, we would have the girls on, and it was something that I always noticed is the fact that they don't have a presence. Some of them, it's the most boring interview, and it doesn't have to be you talking about other than battle rap. I've never heard any of the female battlers, and that's just me, talk battle rap. Like, I've never heard it. And you know what I mean? I feel like that's part of the, now Jazz, like I said, I've seen her on Champion, and she does actually talk a lot. Jazz is one of my exceptions. QB, whoever I actually interviewed, Rain, even, you know, Rain had her own show, and now she does the Battle Culture, or Battle Rap Radar, I believe, show. I'm trying to think. I know that Farrah does a lot behind the scenes, but just girls that I've actually spoken to, that, these are people who I know do talk battle rap, but in an interview, and of course, Ash Cash, I know she was doing a show and had her blogs too. But a lot of the girls don't actually talk battle rap. They are doing everything else but really talking battle rap. And it's just crazy to me when I see that. And again, I might be wrong because there may be other females, battlers. I'm not talking about personalities, battler wise, that may do show interviews that don't really talk battle rap or don't really have the coaching to know how to do an effective interview. They're kind of boring. But the relevance beyond that, the relevance that the top tier girls provide is what the new girls have to do. If you're not getting it from the brand, you have to find a way to do that yourself. Otherwise, this is going to be why your popularity is stagnant and only attached to the brand, because nobody is really paying attention to what you're doing outside of Queen of the Ring. You have to find that balance for yourself. You know, an artist, a recording artist, they have a PR, AR, publicist, everything that they need to make sure that their image, that their image is up to par, that they're reaching out to different places, that they're relevant. And being catty or being in a fight or just something, just out of the ordinary to show relevance is not what you should be doing. Showing up at the events to show support is great, but people need to know that you're still battling. And when you are still battling, they need to know where to go. Sharing the battles is great, but at the end of the day, the PR work has to be put in. And I think that might be part of the reason why fans are feeling like, hey, I don't see you because Queen of the Ring isn't doing anything, and that's where I'm looking for you at. So that's just, I don't have a whole lot to say in regard to that, but I'm a big advocate for the females, because I know there are a lot that I actually talk to on a regular basis that actually take this craft very seriously, take their craft very seriously, and their mothers, their wives, or whatever, they're in relationships, they work, they do just as much as the guys are doing, but they make time. And a lot of these guys, it's a difference. Anybody who's a father that may be not in the home with your kid's mother, know that I'm not being disrespectful when I say that, but you're somewhat of a weekend dad. You're not there every single day. That mother is. So while she's working, while she's doing this, you are being team player, but mom seems to always be the one that has to do a little more. So taking in consideration that the girls have these things to do, that's why I say that. But at the end of the day, a lot of them do take pride in what they do, and I feel like that's kind of a slap in the face when you say to them, hey, female battle rap is dead, and they don't really seem to say a whole lot about it. Some do, some don't. But for me, it's like, that's are you crazy? What are you doing? Where are you watching battle rap anymore? Because they're very much so alive, whether they're on the brand or not. They're here. And we should respect that aspect of it. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. Again, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be around for a while. Subscribe to the Breakdown channel. Shows every Wednesday. We didn't have anything, the Valentine's week, my guys have, they make sure that their wives are very much taken care of. So my guys kind of took a long time to do their things or whatnot, and hey, I respect it. I definitely respect it. It's all love, peace, and hair grease. So we will be back next Wednesday. We'll probably have something Monday. I am going to do a prediction blog probably today for the C card. I am loving this card, and give you some of the cards that are supposed to be coming out this February. Do not forget, get your tickets. Our Ticketmaster is out for the 7 City Sharks event, March 24th. do not forget, if you are in the area, make sure you are there. I will be doing the prediction blog on that as well. And yes, salute to everyone. You are much appreciated. If I forgot anything, oh, shout out to my brother Seven Mitchell. Yes, that conversation was very enlightening. And hopefully, we're not done with this. You know, I definitely hope that any of the girls that see this, hit me up. Definitely. I'm very approachable. You can come on the show. We could talk about it because, you know, we can definitely go all day. A lot of you have battles that, again, I did not speak about, but I didn't really. That's for another blog. But again, I don't want it all to come from me. It needs to come from y'all. All right. Salute.